What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chicken Bone Alley. Now, here on Ultra Broadcasting. And I got my good friend, Steve Zacharias, with me. Along with Racing Jason just joined in. Steve, what is going on, man?
What's happening? Welcome to the platform, man. We're glad to have you. Brian and I got his mug here, and tomorrow him and I get started ourselves back with our on tap. So, like I said, just excited. I know you've been a supporter of Ultra Broadcasting, and reached out and said, "Man, I'd love to be a part of it," and we can't thank you enough for that. So, looking forward to what the future has with you guys.
Well, man, I sure appreciate it. I appreciate you helping us get out even farther, and it's I felt like I was already kind of that quasi team member anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So I figured we might as well just make it official, Yep,
that's right. No, it's going to be fun. Like I said, we got a lot of cool stuff happening with this offseason. Alan Dietz has just been phenomenal as far as picking up, whether it's the UARA, Montgomery, just doing all the things behind the scenes that people don't see. And then now joining and doing the no bowl stuff. And it's been a fun off season. It's added to the regular season. We already had a full slate, but we're excited about what year 2 looks like for Ultra Broadcasting.
It's definitely going to be good, and like we told Alan last week, man, it's him on a show that he has no filters is going to be so much fun. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, man, we got to talk about the elephant in the room before we get to anything else. And we only got for a short amount of time. You got a good birthday party to go to tonight for Owen, since you had him stuck at a racetrack all weekend on his birthday.
Yeah. Every I know the calendar is supposed to move, year by year, but Owen's birthday, actually all the kids' birthdays seem like they land on Saturdays. I remember doing Owen's birthday at Myrtle Beach on the front stretch. He had to celebrate there. I mean, it's the life they've been thrown into, and they've adapted well. They do a good job of not being too upset about it. But he's gotten into golf actually a little bit more than racing. So he loves playing golf, and so the one thing he wanted was to go to Topgolf tonight. So when we're done here, we're headed that way.
I like driving a golf cart. It's about as good a golf as I can get.
Yeah. Well, I like drinking the beer. That's about as good as the golf as I can get.
So man, we got to talk about Saturday real quick. We had the first race of the season, the season opener at Florence Motor Speedway, and had the Smart Modifieds in house, and you yourself were running one this weekend.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I grew up on, man. Like I go back to I've told this story 100 times, but I go back to my grandfather started in the 50s wearing a Vespa helmet, driving coupes, and then they kind of morphed, and my dad was driving cars for years, and everything from, like, even this weekend we were at Southern National, man, my eyes got huge and my heart got big. I saw a throwback to Richie Evans because that's my guy. He actually took me to breakfast. The story goes, back in the day, he used to come to Shangri-La Motor Speedway up in our neck of the woods. And I don't remember it, but he would come to breakfast and got to hang out with him. And I did a lot of studying as I was a kid. I watched a lot of videos of things he did and how he handled himself. I won a race one time off of a restart that I saw him do at Oswego. So like the modifieds had just been in my world. And my last race was 2004 at the North-South Shootout, the very first one at Concord. And man, I love that because that place was so much fun. And you hate to see like the Concords, the Myrtle Beaches, the Greenvilles, because it seems like the really good, fun tracks to drive keep going away. No, I had a good time there. And then, so I had the opportunity. Jim Gavick kind of fell into that where he landed in our lap and needed some help. And we wanted him to be successful, and he wanted to see me drive. So it turned out to be a good deal for everybody. And it doesn't matter when you get out there and you're racing for the first time since 2004 against the Burt Myers of the world, the Brandon Wards of the world. It's a tough competition. And so in those modifieds, I was telling you just a minute ago, they're completely different than the late model stocks where, you're saving when you're gassing up, you can spin the tires all the way down the front stretch. And as you're doing that, you're burning them up. So you can be straight off the corner, but if you throttle up and you go full throttle, it's just going to spin all the way down the straightaway and it's burning the rear tires up the entire time. So try to do the best I could. I had a bad qualifying. I run a 70 in practice, run a 1834 in qualifying. A little bit stressed out because our timing and scoring went to shit again. And I just sent off our decoder because that's the last thing I have left that could be an issue. So as I was out there, I was on channel 1 because I was using the racetrack radios to spot with. And I was on channel 3 of our radios. And so I flipped over to channel 1. I was talking to Jacqueline, trying to say, like, all right, tell me what the hits and the power are. In my head, I couldn't even think about qualifying, even though I knew I needed to do it. So I run a terrible lap. And I was also late trying to get my race tires because, again, trying to race and run a racetrack they're not conducive. They don't do well together. But no, anyways, got out there and had a halfway decent car. I mean, I thought we were okay. We kept up. We weren't, getting lapped on lap 1 and really until probably lap 50 or 60 until I made contact with Hermie Sadler, put me in the inside wall in 1 and 2. I stayed on the lead lap. That was kind of ended up being my goal. I got up to, I think, like 12th with the tubes. I was kind of just in my head. I was like, man, if I could finish 99 laps and be on the lead lap, I'll call it a win, and I thought we were headed that way until, like I said, Hermie, cut my nose off, or not cut my nose off. I was side by side with him. He put me in the wall and went up the wall and then knocked the toe out. And then I think I told you, pulled the kill switch off of it when it wrecked because it ripped the wheel out of my hands and I must have caught it with my hand, ripped the kill switch out of it. So then when we tried to start, it wouldn't start. And then it got to when I got lapped by Brandon Ward, because kudos to him, man, because,
sure.
It was emotional for all of us. For those that don't know, Zach and I, we go back to 2000. I started working with Zach at the Richard Petty Driving Experience back then. And I love some Zach Brewer. I love his family. And but Brandon and him have known each other since he was 8 years old. And to see Brandon Ward win that race was, if anyone could have won it, it needed to be him, even over myself, to be honest. Obviously I wasn't going to win it, but I'm saying, but Brandon, it was great to see him win. And when he got to me, when that thing just wasn't driving at the end, he passed me at the end of the race, or lapped me. I said, I pulled in, I got on the radio. I said, all right, guys, time to drink beer. Because I'm not going to ruin this man's race. I'm not going to ruin anyone's race, for me to just cruise around and be a lap down. So my goal was to be on the lead lap, but it didn't happen. So we made about, I think, 75 or 77 laps of the 99, and then came in. So no, it was fun. I can't thank my dad enough. A lot of this is on him. He pushed to be a part of this because, again, our family just knew modified racing. That's just our world, and it was just fun to be back inside a modified. And for those that have never been in a modified or even seen a modified, it is a completely different animal, man. It's so much fun to drive.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. That's fun stuff. I am, and it seemed like an emotional victory lane down there too. Yep,
it was. And I think the day went fairly well, minus the timing and scoring, but we're working on that. I had the whole system redone. I sent the decoder off. That was kind of a pain in the tail. It seems like every time we have a big race lately, it's good all day long until qualifying. And then all of a sudden something happens right at qualifying, and we're trying to address that. But if overall the day went well, kind of a conversation going forward that we'll have is that Charger car count was down, obviously. But I think what you're going to see, and Brian and I talked about this, and tell me your opinion, is that I think you're going to see the Charger car count go down, but you're going to see the limited car count go up.
I think you will too, because it, obviously the guys in Charger knew they couldn't get up and run with the late model stock guys, but there are a lot of Charger cars that might have a chance and limited can run, top 5. So I feel like there's probably, I think you're right on that. That's probably a good outlook on that. I feel like, and
if you watch, and I know you probably did, but if you watch Speed Weeks the Sunday at Southern National, they had 24 Chargers, and I'm using air quotes under the table, but Chargers, but those weren't Chargers.
No.
We almost got to get the Charger class back to a full-fledged Charger. You know, like, I mean, you know, because you had one.
Right.
Those Chargers became limited late models.
They did.
On scuffed tires.
That's exactly
and so,
what
like,
they were.
your Charger would have been great for a Charger.
Yes.
But it couldn't compete against limited late models.
you're 100% right. And me and you had that conversation before ourselves, and I know the entire sport is what just kind of went that way with that class. And I'm like you though. I feel like if that's a class, if you can kind of rein it back in. I feel like Diaz we talked about it, you know, the deal with the shocks up there. Maybe that's a good deal. I don't know. Maybe that's what's helping. You know, you start reining some stuff back in, pulling costs back in that class. I think you get a lot of older cars back out there. Guys can compete for sure.
So I'll ask you your opinion on my performance on over the weekend race wise. What were your thoughts?
Well, I was down there on the grid. And I'm kind of doing the grid walk, and I get back to your car, and that's about the time they did the prayer and national anthem, and I get there for a few minutes, and all of a sudden, the dog decides it wants to jump in the car.
Oh, yeah.
That was like,
that was
maybe he's telling us something. Maybe he's telling him he can drive better than Steve. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Like I sasaid, I didn't realize you were there when that happened, but that actually was my highlight of the day for those that have Morgan's dog, Boykin Spaniel. He loves to ride in the golf cart, and he loves to ride in the truck. And he was just like staring at me the whole time. I saw him back up, and I had the window net up and the A post. He tried to fit in between. He jumped from the ground into the race car.
Yes, he did. It was great. So, no, but honestly, I went over, told my dad, I said, all right, Steve said he's taking that high line around the top and he's going to the front. And you passed a few cars up there, and I was like, look at him. He's looking pretty good, and you were keeping up back there. And then I was standing on the back stretch, so I couldn't see the front stretch. I
kept waving at you. You didn't see me wave. Every caution I waved at you.
Did you?
You and your dad were against the fence in turn 2. I saw you.
Yeah. I waved at you a few times. But no, you look pretty good out there. I was excited to see you going towards the middle of the pack there. It was looking good.
Yep.
I liked it.
Yeah, like I said, it was fun. It was just nice to be back in a modified. So the one thing I can tell you right now that I forgot about is that my ears didn't stop ringing for about a day. I forgot how loud it is inside those things.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I had to change helmets one time because of that. I wore a helmet one time, and it just, for some reason, it was insane. I had sound induced vertigo for a day after that. It was horrible. So I was like, nope, changing helmets.
But I think overall the weekend went well. Weather obviously threw us a curveball again, you know. But that's the one thing about us, and you know this, is that we'll find a way to get it in, you know, and we'll find a way to you know, make sure the drivers and the teams get what they need out of the weekend. You know, like Friday, you know, it rained in the morning, and for those that weren't there, because I love turning them on, I had them on at about 1:00 in the afternoon, and you can see a difference when it's cloudy. Those lights. You can see a difference during the day. I was
going to comment about that. The lights look really good. Especially, I mean, like you said, when it was cloudy and overcast all day. The sun was supposed to come out Saturday, but that didn't hardly happen until about 5:30.
Yep.
And so, but those lights, they looked really good. And when the sun went down, I was in the spotter stand for 2 races, and track just lit up really, really well. I love it.
Well, and the one thing so the whole time I was there, because there was 2 guys from Duke Energy that came out and installed them. And the one thing, I was there every day when they were putting them in. And the one thing I noticed, and you didn't really see it, it's going to be hard. Like, you're going to see it and see how good it looks. But if you could have seen what it looked like, even though you did, like, you saw it, but you probably didn't like put two, like, you came out and you were there, but you didn't look at the lighting when you were standing there with the old lights. But if you could have seen as it was happening, I didn't realize how, like, some lights were orange, some were white. There was dark spots in certain areas, where this is a clear white all the way around the racetrack. It's the same color all the way around. And the one thing that I can tell you right now, just from driving, is that, and I don't know if I recognized it with the other lights, there's a pretty good shadow from the edge of the Jersey barriers, but I don't think you're going to be able to fix that whether you put the brightest lights out there. I mean, because they're behind the Jersey barrier, and you're not going to be able to get them up and over, to get that shadow going. But other than that, it is beautiful out there, and I'm excited about the first night race, to be honest.
I say just paint a bright yellow line right around the bottom of the Jersey barriers.
Well, actually, that's what I need to do. To be honest, we need to go out one night, turn them on, and take like paint line or spray paint or whatever, the chalk, and mark where that shadow is, and then mark it yellow, so at least you know where you're at.
That's exactly right. Yep,
Thanks sure. A lot. Now I have something else to do. To do.
You're welcome. So anyway, all right, let's talk about it real quick before you have to go, man. We got Speed Weeks coming up this week at Southern National, and that will all be on Ultra Broadcasting.
Yep. So a big week, man. And Mike always, goes above and beyond when it comes to events. If he's going to have an event, it's going to be huge. So 5,000 to win every single night starting Wednesday for late model stocks. And then he's got his Any cars, his Legends. And I'll put it out there now. Owen's going to race the Charger Friday and Saturday again with Boo Boo Dalton. He had his opportunity at the Classic weekend. And I've told David, he's laughing because he knows what I'm about to say, is that so Boo Boo called me and said he had a car and wanted me to drive it. And I said, I got too much going on. I said, I'd love to see Owen get in a car for a second and just see if he can go in circles. And Owen just dropped to fourth, and I didn't even know he knew how to shift. And then he dropped to fourth and took off and had a great Classic weekend. And from there, it's kind of been sold the Legend car and trying to figure out what that means for his career, right? So Boo Boo had a car available again going into this weekend. And for anyone out there watching, Ross Dalton Racing is a good team to go to. No different than Kendall and AK Performance. They're just racers at heart. So they want to see the person that gets in the car succeed. And if you ever have a chance, reach out to one of those two teams and get inside those cars, because you got a good chance of winning. But anyways, so Southern National this weekend. We'll be in Auburndale again for a sportsman race with the UARA on the Ultra Broadcasting. And then next week, to be the 14th, we're back to Lakeview. We'll be at Lakeview as well as Florence Motor Speedway. So again, back to Ultra Broadcasting. It's just been a wild off season, and it's going to be a crazy 2026 to just make sure it all gets out there.
That's right, man. And we're glad to be a part of it, and glad to join the team here. And man, I'm ready for it. Ready for a good season of racing over here. Obviously at Florence Motor Speedway for sure. We were talking about it earlier. I got to get the truck ready so we can go race. Actually.
Yep, like I said, we're looking forward to seeing you on track.
I know, Jason. I've been saying it all forever. It seems
you still ain't got it ready, man.
You come work on it for me.
I grease under my fingernails. That won't work out too good, Dave.
I need more. My dad does great. He really does. But I need more of a crew.
No. I know a guy who knows a guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, cool deal, Steve. Well, what else we got, man? What else we got going on Ultra Broadcasting?
Well, I mean, the season's here. 2026 is here. We're in full swing now. Looking forward to just the overall year at Florence. For those that have been to drivers' meetings or heard me speak about it, I might miss a few races this year, me personally, as far as being on property on some events because of what Ultra Broadcasting is doing. But it's heading in the direction we need it to, because we needed to head there to keep Florence Motor Speedway to become not Myrtle Beach Speedway.
That's right.
So Florence, I love it to death, but man, just financially, it just doesn't work. Every race that shows up, it loses money, and that's just what it is. Like I've learned to deal with it, and I've learned to fight through it. But Ultra Broadcasting is saving the day when it comes to keeping us alive, right? So just focus on it, and I just appreciate everyone that supported us. I know we had that little hiccup, and hopefully we kind of learned some things during the Southern National deal on the pay-per-view side. And, we're only in year 2. I think that's the part that people forget, is that we started this on a whim, icebreaker last year. And here we are, just a little over a year removed, and we're trying to just get bigger and better every year. Because, if I'm going to do something, no different than yourself. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. We're not going to piecemeal this together. Like, if we're going to go hard, and I'm going to put every effort I can. And I can't thank, my family enough. I'll say that out loud. We honored my mom and dad this year during our cruise, which went tremendous, by the way. But we honored them with the Gene Cox Award this year because they deserve it, because they put, all the effort in. Mom does everything, cleaning bathrooms and cleaning up everyone's random stuff they want to do in bathrooms, all the way to getting the concessions ready. And then Dad's doing stuff. And then the kids are, ready to leave on a whim and go film something or be a part of Showtime Speedway down in almost Tampa and go to Citrus and go to here. So, it's a team effort, and just excited. And I just hope everyone on the backside, understands the work that's being put in just to keep racing and keep us alive, week to week.
For sure, man. For sure. Exactly. Hope everybody appreciates it.
I also have to make sure that I thank Brian Voss, because again, without Brian, we're not here, because Brian keeps he's the third leg in the tripod, keeping that thing. If we didn't have that third leg on the tripod, we'd fall over and break everything. So Brian keeps us afloat and keeps digging on everything and doing trash and then going to tires. And so no, again, I'm very thankful for the people around me that keep this thing going. But again, it goes back to you guys and what you're doing on this podcast. We love racing, right? Like, end of the day, that's just the group that we're around, family or friends. We just love racing and want to make sure that it continues to be successful. And we want to see full car counts in every division. And we got to just keep working, like we just said about the Chargers. What is that to make that better? Like, perfect example, I think the trucks are going to be great this year.
Yes.
But they've sucked for 3 years. But when we were at the beach, we had 20 of them. So, like, what changed? We really didn't change many rules in it, So, like, all of a sudden now the trucks are back, but Chargers might go down. So now how do you fix the Chargers? And it's just it's a never-ending cycle. But part of it, man, it is what it is. That's why I would tell people all the time. They're like, "How do you drink so much beer? Have you seen what I have to deal with? Like, I have no choice
to survive." That's why, to survive, to not go crazy.
That's exactly
I do question that brand though.
What's that? The Bills or the Michelob Ultra or what?
Both, all three.
Easy there, guy. You can talk about the beer, but you can't talk about the Bills.
There's two kinds of beer in this world: Busch Light and free. Remember that.
Well, this is free.
Oh, wow! That's the best kind. Okay.
My wife paid for it.
Oh, that is free. It tastes better, don't it? It tastes so much better.
Now, if we got Brian over there, he's got to have his Miller Lite. So.
Yeah, Brian's gonna be Miller Lite. Yeah.
I've always got to put up the Rusty Wallace Blue Deuce up when he's on. So.
Oh my God.
That's right.
All right, man. Well, we sure appreciate you, man, and for sure. And y'all go have fun hitting some golf balls. Tell Owen we said happy birthday and go ahead there.
All right,
I do got a question. It's Ultra Broadcast. Is that Roku? Well, how do I get that?
You can get it on any of those. So we're on Roku, we're on Apple, we're on Amazon Fire Sticks, and then as well you can go to ultrabroadcasting.com and just watch it on your laptop or your iPad or whatever. But it's on all the major platforms.
That is cool. Right, and it is a app on your phone as well.
Yep.
So good deal, Steve. Well, we sure appreciate you, buddy.
Let me go see if I can beat Owen, because I don't like losing, so I got to go see if I can beat Owen, and then because otherwise he's going to talk shit. So
good luck. I don't think you are.
Yeah, no, I'm probably not. But all right, guys, thank you so much, and we look forward to, again, congratulations and welcome to Ultra Broadcasting, and thanks for everything.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you.
All right, see you guys.
Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our good friend Steve Zacharias. My thing's going crazy over here. From Florence Motor Speedway and Ultra Broadcasting there, hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate him for sure. And we're Jason, I was going to tell you real quick. We're not on YouTube right now, but I'm going to put this on YouTube later, so everybody be able to watch it back. We had some Being that we went on Ultra Broadcasting night, we had a little hiccup there for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but we got it. We got it on Ultra there and on Facebook still live, and we'll be still on YouTube as well. But be sure, if everybody can, go to Ultra Broadcasting and watch us and play us back a few times, because it'll really help us out for sure. For sure. So
Amen.
Oh, we had some comments.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What you got?
oh, we all good. Oh, Chris Ferguson's here again. Hey, Chris.
Oh, no.
He said is watching. Hey,
Oh,
Chris.
no.
We got Robert Struber. We got Derek McGrew, Matt Grantham, David Pack. Oh, let's see. Kale's on here. Sniper's on here.
Sniper, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yep. So, what's up, all right?
Fergie, Sniper in the same sentence. Wow, how about that?
Scary situation, ain't it?
Very much so. Very much so. I'm gonna get it from all over now, man. I'm gonna get it from all over.
Oh, what fun. Oh, what fun. What's up, man? What you been up to? Oh, he's got him a Tyler Reddick shirt on tonight. First person to ever go 3 in a row to start the season in NASCAR.
Let's talk about this for a minute. He's doing what Dale Earnhardt couldn't do. He's doing what Richard Petty couldn't do. Hell, Yarborough. I mean, he is doing. Are they cheating, bro?
Nah, well, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what that car had the other day. That car had the most drive off the corner that I've ever seen in my life on a road course. SVG.
Traction control?
I don't know.
Are they
I just
cheating,
think
bro?
they got something figured out.
Okay, so they're cheating. Okay, I got you.
I mean, hey, working in the gray areas, okay? That's what we do. We work in the gray areas.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Something like that. Something like that.
I just can't. So I guess you're going to just pick Tyler Reddick every week now, right?
That's what it's looking like. But it's like I told somebody yesterday. I said, look, I'm happy for him. And I hope he keeps on doing well. But normally, and you know, this is like this, well, pretty much everywhere, but not as much on the dirt side. Seems like the guys on the dirt side, if they start off the year doing well, they keep on doing well. But on NASCAR side, for some reason, I guess it's because you're the guy everybody's chasing. When you start off a season really good, everybody starts chasing you. Well, they catch up with you. And that advantage you had, all of a sudden, they figure out something because they're working so hard and they pass you. And normally the guys on the NASCAR side, for some reason, if you start out well, you don't typically end as well. But we'll see. I hope he does. I like Tyler. I really hope he does.
How can you not?
I really hope he does. Really, really hope he does. He's that would be a I mean, it's been a crazy one already. I mean, you've had Daytona, Atlanta, and now COTA, and he has just dominated. I mean, dominated.
So with all this money he's winning, Dave, you think you can get a doggone Super Late Model team together and go racing?
Oh, I imagine he's got enough pennies to, you know. He's got enough of the doll hairs to go do it if he wanted to.
Love to see him get a team started, man. That'd be
What
awesome.
is the deal with that? Why? Since you said that, you know, you used to have Clint Boyer had a team. You had
Two teams.
Yeah, he had 2 teams. Who else in NASCAR had some dirt teams? There was
Tony Stewart?
Tony Stewart had dirt teams. What happened with that? Why did that stop? What is the deal with that?
You think it got too expensive for him? I don't know, Dave.
Well, this is what I think. Did you see? Speaking of, did you see the other day that Clint Boyer is just now putting his stuff up for sale?
No.
Yeah, he still had it.
I know we had it. I know we still had his haul. I didn't know we had race cars.
Yeah,
and
he still had the
stuff.
cars sitting there. He just now put them up for sale. And I'm like, and he's wanting, like, you know, good money for them. I'm like, dude, them cars are, I mean, yeah, they'll be good cars for somebody at a local track, but it ain't going to be something you're going to jump back on the Lucas tour with by no means.
Dave, them cars got to be 10 years old.
I'm trying
Maybe, 8 years old.
because I went to I remember going to Fayetteville. That had to be in 20. I know in 21, in 20, they were still running. Clint Boyer Racing was still operating. So they're at least 6 years old. 5 or 6 years old.
Did Josh drive for Clint? Josh Richards?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Was that his last, or say one of his last drivers, Josh Richards?
Because they had Black Diamonds there for a little while. Then they swapped over to Rockets.
Rockets. That's when Josh came along.
Yeah, that's when Josh came. So, yeah, I think that is when they...
And they had Club 29s with Lanigan.
They did have Club 29s with Lanigan. That's right.
So who drove for him? Lanigan, Jared Landers, JD, Josh Richards. That's 4. Is that all? Lanigan, JD, Jared Landers.
That sounds about like it.
I don't know. Just maybe Dave. These guys, let's say Tyler Reddick, doesn't want to get involved with dirt racing because that's what he want to do. You think he don't have a team because that's what he want? He'd rather drive than own a team.
Oh, there's always a possibility of that, and that's what Clint said. Pretty much is like. He's like, to be, super competitive in this anymore, even from a team owner perspective, you've got to be in it. I mean, you've got to be in it and willing to pay the money for this. And I think that was the biggest thing is just them guys are used to they get used to the NASCAR business model, and see the millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that it takes to run a cup car. Well, I will say, and other people probably know way better than I do. I mean, so y'all can chime in and tell me this. Don O'Neill and Francis is what Sniper said.
Oh, it's the Colonel. That's right. Yeah, the Colonel. Yeah. That's what him and Jared Landers, they were teammates then. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they, see the money that they can bring in for a dirt late model team, and they're not really making anything. They might can get enough sponsors to run all the races and stuff like that, but they're not making anything. And them guys want to make money at it. I think most of them don't do it for the love of it anymore. Not when they start something like that. They haven't figured out how to make money at it.
Well, didn't Jeff Gordon? He's up there with Hendrick. I forget what's his role with Hendrick.
He is a owner. He's in ownership group now. He's
ownership
part
group
owner.
What did he say 2-3 years ago? Talking about Larson, whatever, and I think it's when Larson won his first championship, and he said they made money in 5 years or something like that. Is that right? NASCAR teams.
Yes and no. I would be willing to bet, just as any smart business person would, and I promise you they got the best financial officers that anybody can have at any NASCAR team in general. They're never going to show they make a profit. They're going to put money in something. You don't want to show you make a profit. Then you got to pay all this money in taxes. So they're never going to show that they make a profit. So, yeah, they never made any money.
Okay. Maybe, Michael Jordan is a very smart businessman. Maybe that's makes sense.
And Denny Hamlin still says on his podcast they don't necessarily make any money.
Wasn't Hamlin? I'll never forget Hamlin. This is oh gosh, this is 15 years ago or more. The economy was kind of bad at the time, and he had to fly coach. Him and his buddies had to fly coach to go to the Bahamas that 2 weeks. It was too expensive to take his private plane.
It was awful.
I'll never forget that, man. We should have started a doggone telethon. We really
We need a GoFundMe for him.
But GoFund.
Jeez.
He couldn't take his private plane, Dave. He had to fly coach.
Derek McGrew talking about Hamlin's house on the lake. Looks like a poor man's house, LOL. You ain't wrong. That thing
I have not seen. I've seen who's house? Joe Moriarty. I've seen Joe Moriarty's house up there on the lake, but I didn't. Yeah, I never saw Hamlin's.
He's got a big one.
Oh, poor fellow.
I mean, he's got I'll put it this way: he's got an indoor basketball court in his house. So
full court.
Oh yes, full court. They have leagues there in his house.
God, that is. I forgot about that. He used to be a baller. I forgot about that, man. That is right. Yeah. I think it was on Tuesday night.
Sniper said couldn't fit his ego on a private plane.
Who said that?
Sniper. It's great.
That's awesome. I told you, man. I told you.
I don't know. It's I think that's what it is. I just don't think they can make the money they want to at it, so they just don't mess with it. They get used to raking in millions and millions and millions, and when you only bringing in, we made $100,000 off this race team this year, which is a stretch. You got to be a big name to bring in those sponsors like that, to profit anything like that. That ain't enough money for them to mess with it.
I remember Tony O'Dare. He used to hang out with us before the races, me and Dawn. We used to cook out and everything at Cherokee. I remember Tony told me and Dawn one time, he said, if you get into racing to make money, you're going to go broke.
Oh, I've known many people to say, and it is 100% true. You know how to become a millionaire in racing?
No.
Start out a billionaire.
How a billionaire?
It is because you'll spend that much. Easy.
Oh my God. To become a millionaire in racing, you got to start out as a billionaire. Oh my God, that's classic. That is classic.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, Dave, I love it. That was awesome.
Yeah. So.
That was awesome.
Anyway.
Yep.
That's enough of that, I guess. What you been up to this week? You been hard at work?
I had to work Saturday. Oh yeah, man. I got about Saturday. 52 hours last week.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, man.
You didn't miss much.
What's that?
I said you didn't miss much.
I was going to Swainsboro, though. I was going to play hooky Friday. I was going to Swainsboro.
Hey,
I was going to take off, man.
That didn't work out.
I want to see this place, Dave. I want to see what it's going to race like, bro.
All right. Sniper said he has a serious question, though. He said, give me a report card on all tech.
A report card. How much have you watched of it, Dave?
From when?
The whole week. Just take the whole week.
Not much. Not much.
How much? A report card.
I watched a little bit, but not. I watched little bit of highlights, but I didn't get to see all that was really going on.
I gotta be honest with you, man. It ain't nothing like, it's like, man, I gotta get my ass to Alta. I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta get my ass to Ocala. I got to go to Ocala, man. Dave, the whole winter speed weeks since we lost East Bay has just totally changed. It's nothing like this. There's no vibe. There's no energy. It's just like, ho hum. We got to do this. We got to be here.
East Bay was kind of I guess you say, I don't know why, but it was somewhat of a iconic track. I mean, it wasn't anything special, but it just put on great racing, and I think it's because of the size of it more than anything. It's just, bull ring, beating and banging, and and it was just wide enough that they could race hard, but you could still, guys were in each other's door and everything else. Well, Ocala's probably the next closest thing to that, I guess. I mean, and it's not the same though. It's not the same.
And no.
But I don't know. I think you got to get somewhere that, and I know we can say, oh, you got to get somewhere that promotes good racing. Well, every track, to an extent, they promote good racing, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Man, you know what stinks about that too? Is, do you know that the track, I mean, it's all grown up and everything, but it's all still sitting there at East Bay. Last I saw, end of last year, it was still sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I thought it was gone. Yeah.
They were like, their whole reason was, oh, we're tearing this track up. It's basically becoming a landfill. It's still there. Or last I saw, it's still there unless something's changed.
Yeah, some of the buildings are still there.
Yeah. I'm like, why were we not racing there? Makes no sense to me.
You think it's a money grab? Let's just say somebody goes to East Bay right now and say, I got $4 million in my pocket. I'll buy it right now. You think it will sell? You think it's a money grab? You think they're waiting for somebody to make an offer?
Sniper says 6 months you can have it racing. You're 100% right.
I agree.
I don't think it takes 6 months.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
I don't know. I don't know if it would or not, because from what I hear, the land can't be really developed for like houses or anything. I don't see why not, but Kirk just said money. Money. It's the whole thing is money. And maybe that is it. I imagine, I promise you, the right amount of money would have it racing again. There's an amount of money that would have it racing again.
So you think they did this on purpose? Let's ask everybody. Did East Bay do this on purpose?
Who?
The people that own East Bay.
Oh, the actual owner of the track?
Teasing us? That's why it's not totally gone right now?
No, I think they're done with it.
You think so?
Yeah. Because even if it wouldn't, I mean, because I saw where like some roofs were tore up on some of the stuff. They would have to go back and rebuild stuff, all that stuff. Sniper said, well, and you're right, Sniper. He said because of the tide, that's why it was special, and that's very true.
Had a lot to do with it too, yeah. But that doggone gumbo too, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
We used to race at a go-kart track up in Hanging Rock in Kershaw, South Carolina. And at the top of the hill, the track there was a hill, and it kind of come down the side of the hill, and it kind of flattened out, and that's where the track was. And then on the other side of that, it kind of dropped off another hill. At the top of the hill, a lot of people didn't know it, there was a pond. And what would happen is the moon would affect it. And a lot of people didn't really, it was just like tide. It would pull moisture up in that track. When it would cool down, and it like full moon or something, it would pull moisture up in that track. And a lot of people did not realize that. And it was because of that pond up top of that hill. And it made it very interesting.
Dave, this is when Kershaw. How close was it? Okay, I know where the road course was in Kershaw. How close? Huh?
It's not far from there at all. Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, really? I never heard of Hanging Rock, Dave.
Yeah, Kurt just confirmed what I said. It is to be a dump site, landfill. They just haven't started yet. So basically,
they supposed to start 2 years ago, or whatever.
Basically, what I gathered is the county, I think, owns that or something like that, or something owns it, the actual site, and they're the ones that had the contract. with, and it's supposed to be like landfill. A landfill can only be in in one area for so many years. Then they have to move it to a different area, and that's supposed to be part of it. He said the big hill on the backstretch is already full of garbage.
Oh wow! Oh wow! And I got a trivia question for you, though, a little tidbit. Do you know what they do with landfills when they get filled up and everything? You know what to do with them?
I know I've been on top of one here in the past few weeks. I've been on top of two of them in the past few weeks. I have no clue. I know there's a bunch of grass grows over it after a while.
Golf courses.
That makes sense.
Yep, that's what they do with them. Golf courses.
That would make sense.
When you been on top? Oh, because you've been working on machinery?
Yeah. I had a skid steer on literally dead on the top of the one in Bishopville that would not start.
That would, bro, on a good clear day, you can smell that sucker the hardest one, bro.
You me tell you what it smells like on top of it?
No. I'm good.
Fortunately, it wasn't a hot day. It was a cool day that day, but rough.
Couldn't imagine, man. I do not want to be I do not want your job. I'm sorry.
Rough that day. But I'd deal with it over the chicken plant any day. Any day.
Oh, man. Somebody tried to get me to get a job the one in Sumter years ago.
Yeah, that's where I'm talking about. That one. I go to it quite often. I would go to the landfill any day over that chicken plant.
Dave.
And they told me at chicken plant that they just need to put me on their salary because I'm there so much. And I hate that. Oh, I hate that place. You don't want to eat chicken after you leave there.
That's okay. That's the reason number two. The reason number two I don't want to work there.
Never mind. I was going to tell you something, but no, not on here.
Good. Yes.
Anyway, let's talk about some racing. We started with Tyler Reddick there. Back on his winning ways. Oh, God, I got a cough drop and it's melted.
Oh, no.
Oh, anyway. Oh, God, I got paper on it. David Pack says he smells chicken plant from his house. I'd move. I'd move far away.
No, sir. No, sir.
I promise you, it's bad. All right, let's go ahead. While we're here talking about NASCAR, and we just said it, Tyler. Oh God, he's
darn! I might need a cough drop.
Hey, I know. I ain't got any more up here. I'll throw you one. But Tyler Reddick put up a clinic. SVG said what he was doing was really special out there, just driving perfectly. I mean, and he did. He did. SVG pulled up on him there a couple times. He adjusted a few things. And he just drove off from SVG again. So congratulations to him. Let's go ahead to our season standings here. We'll go ahead. Racing Jason took the win there with SVG this week, coming in second. I was one place. Dude, we've been right behind, in front or behind each other the last few weeks. Might be every week so far.
You know, I think it's since Daytona. Yeah.
I took Christopher Bell, who finished third, right behind SVG.
I was getting worried, bro. He was coming.
And
he was coming.
And Connor took AJ Allmendinger, who was laid out on pit road.
What was that about?
Cool suit and everything quit. All his cooling quit.
Oh wow!
And those cars, they said those cars are terrible. I mean, they're 125 to 130 degrees inside there constantly for 3
Well, how
hours.
did Pearson and Ned Jarrett all them do it years
because-
without the drive?
because
I can't figure that.
I will tell you
that out.
this. I will tell you, and this is true, and they will tell you this. Those cars were not near as hot inside. They had
Really?
No, they were not near as hot inside. They had way bigger greenhouses that allowed a lot more air in, and the aerodynamics, the way that they build these cars now, they don't want any air to get in the greenhouse of that car. They seal it off completely. Everywhere they can seal off, they seal off. And even the way they got the bodies built to go around the windows, air does not come in the windows. And so, not saying those guys weren't tough, because, I mean, they were hot. Don't get me wrong, especially. But if you look back, and I looked at this not long ago, there was a race at Darlington. I want to say it was in the 70s. It might have been early 70s. And speaking of David Pearson, it was one of his cars.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's David Pearson's shirt.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I
like that.
They switched drivers about 5 times in that race. He started a race, but they would just swap out drivers.
Did not know that. Back in the 70s?
Early 70s, before they got stupid fast on pit stops and didn't have time to change. You know, back when a driver would get out or something like that, and they're taking a 5-minute pit stop, they'd throw another driver in, let him run that next set of tires, and then
I didn't know they were switching drivers.
Oh yeah, look it up. I mean, there was Struber talking about hot like super truck. You are right. I'm gonna tell you what, them trucks are way hotter than anything I've ever drove.
Really?
Yeah.
The ones you drive now?
Yeah, they're hot. It's because of the headers. They got the over the top headers that come right by the floorboard, and
You go out the side?
Yeah, they come right by the floorboard, cross over the top of the transmission.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and go outside. So it just runs along the floorboard, and it's a sauna in them things. But anyway, so not saying them guys wasn't tough. They were tough. Don't get me wrong. But the problem is now they all wear cool suits and stuff like that. Well, that cool suit it's a shirt that has all these tubes run on it. So basically you got a rubber shirt on that's running water through it. Well, when it stops working, that water gets hot. And it's like you're wearing, like I said, it's like you're wearing just a solid layer of rubber pretty much. So, yeah, it gets hot in them things. Hot. So.
How many laps did Dinger have to go through with this?
I'm not sure, but I think he ran most of the race like that.
Wow. God, I did not know that.
Yeah. He toughed it out. Alex Bowman did not tough it out. He got sick in the car, come off. Myatt Snyder jumped in the car for him.
So yeah,
he was spotter
from TV I didn't know he spotted on pit. I did not know.
Well, he spots for TV reporters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No idea.
So he jumped in there. But anyway, while we got it up, I still got it up here, still sitting here.
Oh, I got a question about that though, Dave. I got a question.
We will. Hold on one second. We will. I just want to go through the standings real quick. Connor's still in the lead with 7 points. Jason's now taking over second place with 6 points. I forgot to change it. It's third place now, but it's with 5 points. So 7, 6, 5. We're all within a couple.
Wow. All right.
Couple points of each other. So, what you got a question about?
How did Myatt Snyder get approved to get in the car? That's what I want to know.
He's raced dozens, and he's raced for years in Truck Series and Xfinity Series.
Oh, great! Let's go back to what you said last week with doggone Mike Wallace.
You're right. That was at Super Speedway. They allow anybody to they allow the first races unless you're approved otherwise beforehand. If you run no. if you run, well, I don't disagree with you about Mike Wallace. I think Mike Wallace should have been able to run it. But if you have super speedway experience in a truck or an Xfinity car, you're approved for Cup at that point because you're used to running in draft in a full-size stock car. So he's approved to run Cup. He just hadn't had a chance. You don't have to necessarily get approval from Xfinity or O'Reilly from
oh God.
Yeah. From Grand National Series up to Cup Series.
There you go.
So, and plus it was a road course. They let pretty much anybody come run a road course.
Okay. Yeah, you're right about that too. Yeah. F1 guys, Indy guys. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, nah, he was good.
Okay.
He was good. So,
I'm not bashing my Esnod. I'm glad he got opportunity though. I just question why and how that happened. Okay. That makes sense.
all right. So, in saying that, let me pull off of here real quick. This week, since Connor was in the back, we are going to, where are we going to this week? Oh, God.
Phoenix?
Yes, Phoenix. Going to Phoenix this week. Connor wants C-Bell, Christopher Bell.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I haven't even thought about it yet. I will take, man, should I use him there? I'm going to use somebody that I don't know how he's going to do. He might do good. I'm going to take Ty Gibbs.
Did my phone break up?
No. You got to strategize this stuff. We ain't got but one time to use them. And I don't want to.
This is true. Okay.
I don't know who's. I don't really see. That's the thing. This is really, to me, this is kind of the first real week of racing in NASCAR. It's not a super speedway that you're drafting. It's not a road course where this guy's going to be better just because he's good at road courses. So to me, this is kind of the real first week.
Okay. Ty Gibbs.
All
right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use him. I'm gonna go Stenhouse.
Stenhouse. All right.
I think he's due.
I'd love to see him do good. I'd love to see it. He can typically stick it in there on super speedways here lately and be competitive.
That's what I was kind of. Yeah, he's always good at Daytona in July.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, Stenhouse.
Yeah, I'll go Stenhouse.
Stenhouse it is.
Mm-hmm. So Connor got C-Bell, you got Ty Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I got Stenhouse. All right.
You do forget, Ty Gibbs won an Xfinity championship there by winning the race there.
Yeah, but that was been how many years ago was that?
2, 3, 3, something like that.
Okay. And that was what series was that?
That was the Xfinity series.
Grand National.
Kurt just said, dang, Jason thought Ty was a bad pick. I was just FYI, I did talk to Kurt last week. We're gonna get him on here soon.
We gotta get. I want some Bloomquist stories. I want him on here, bro. We got to.
He's coming on here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway, let's while we're still talking about it, we kind of jumped over. We are talking to our friend Steve Zacharias, Florence Motor Speedway. Was there this past weekend. Not racing myself. I was on spotter duty. Speaking of Hendrick Motorsports, I was on spotter duty for young Kip Knaus.
Did it? Hold on. Hold on.
Chad wasn't there. Chad wasn't there.
Oh, he was not
No,
there.
no, he was at
So
Coda.
the car passed inspection. Then. Okay. Wow.
Car passed with flying colors.
First try. Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, we he done good.
Yeah.
I was there with
Yeah.
Profab factory team, buddy Andrew Garris there with Profab. He runs that whole deal. They have entrusted me to spot for them a good bit. So and kind of be a little bit of a driver coach to some of these young guys and try to help them out a little bit when I can, how I can. Whew. Scary when I'm a driver coach. But anyway, we also had Lucas McFall racing with us this weekend. His first weekend with us. He started on outside pole. Kip started fourth. We had a very cut short practice with Kip. Had some issues and hit the inside wall after only making a lap. Bent the spindle. We had to change the spindle. No big deal. My dad was there helping. All the Profab guys were there. They swapped it out, set the toe, everything right back just like it was, ready to go. But we went from half a lap pretty much of practice to then qualifying, so he wasn't real comfortable in the car on the track yet because he's only raced there once ever, and this was only his second time. So Kip, he was all right. He was still getting comfortable there in qualifying because being his only second time, he's 7 years old too. We got to remember he's 7 years old. He qualified fourth. We were a little off, but he said car felt pretty good, and I'm watching it. Car did not look bad at all. I said, I think we'll have it in a race. I said, I think he needs a rabbit to chase. He needs somebody that's fast up in front of him, and that's what he's going to have in the race because he never had that all day long. He never really had anybody to follow to kind of, see what they were doing, see where he was faster, whatever. That is one thing I will say about him, and I think he's really learned this from because he runs a lot of road course kart stuff. He really figures out, even at his age, when he is following somebody, he figures out how to move his car just enough to make it just a little bit faster than the car in front of him in the corner. And he
You mean like dive deeper to the corner?
Well, he'll adjust his line a little bit. If he sees a guy going in the corner and washing up just a little bit, he'll angle his car. And I don't know if he's really knowingly do it, but he'll angle his car so he gets just a little bit of run through the center of the corner than the guy in front of him. And he really, it's a natural thing to him. I can really tell.
7 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I think he's got a bright future, for sure. But we got in the race. Lucas McFall took off, started second. He took off and led about half the race. But his car was on edge. I'm watching it. It looked like it was getting, I don't know if he was tight, loose, whatever, but I just know he was sliding around a lot. And the longer he went, the more it did it. Well, he falls back. Lucas falls back to second. Kip has come up to third at this point, and he's right with him. I mean, they're like right in line. Well, Lucas comes off turn 4 and spins right in front of Kip. And they keep coming down towards the inside wall, and I thought they were both going to hit the inside wall and destroy 2 cars. Somehow both of them didn't hit anything. Kept on rolling. Well, Kip starts second, and I was like, man, we got a good chance here because he was running the leaders down. Well, unfortunately, leader jumped, got a good jump on him, and the inside row just moved, and he fell back to third. Ended up finishing third. Lucas finished fourth behind him. So, really good weekend for them. And we got to go to Caraway this weekend. Be back up on the spotter stand for them. So, that was fun. Also, Gideon Sousley, He's in the Legend car. I think he had some brake issues all day long. I tried to spot for him, but it's like every time he tried to touch the brake, it would lock up on him. So had some issues and ended up spinning a couple times and had to come off track. So they're going to work on that and figure it out. And we'll go test with him and see what's going on. So, but it was a good race, good weekend. It was fun, a lot of fun. So that was good. I was trying to think. Brandon Ward, like I said, won. Like Steve said earlier, won the Smart Modifieds. It was a little bit of a wreck fest. There was a lot of, well, I say wrecks. There were some wrecks, but there's a lot of just spins. I mean, just single car spin. There was a few wrecks, but a lot of single car spins. Little Ricky Locklear just come from the back and gap the field there in the Charger car. Go figure.
Wow. Wow. He wins every week, right?
Oh, yeah. Ryan Zima won Legend cars. And what else did we have? Oh, Crate Modifieds. I can't remember who won. Oh, well. Maybe somebody knows. Anyway. So, good for them. Good weekend of racing. I'm trying to think anything else. Like I said, Southern National this week. Catch it on Ultra Broadcasting, and we'll have plenty to talk about from there. They're doing pretty good for them guys. Like you said earlier, $5,000 per night, 3 nights in a row for late model stock. So somebody can possibly win $15,000 in late model stock. That's pretty good that's really good for technically a non-sanctioned race. It's URA sanctioned, but far as like not a big race. It is speed weeks, but so that's really good purse there for those guys. So go watch it. But anyway, before we get into anything else, let's go have a word. Oh yeah, Little Ricky won the vintage. There you go. But let's go have a word from our sponsors.
Rev up your engines with Pro Fabrication headers and exhausts, the ultimate powerhouse in motorsports performance. From the track to the high banks of Bristol, ProFab is the go-to experts for custom racing, exhaust systems, and headers. Whether you're dominating in dirt late models, UMP modifieds, or midget racing, our precision TIG welded headers are built to your exact specs. ProFab collaborates with top engine builders to optimize dyno results, ensuring maximum power, perfect chassis fit, and unbeatable repeatability. Proudly supplying NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, and late model teams, ProFab's lightweight titanium and stainless options shave those much-needed tenths off your lap times. With state-of-the-art tech and components like anti-reversion mufflers and custom collectors, ProFab delivers the edge you need to cross the finish line first. Choose ProFabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Visit profabrication.com. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
All right. Also want to thank our good friends from Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Come check out Dixie Made when you driving down 95, just off of 95 there. When you stop by Buc-ee's, run straight down the road to Dixie Made. Go check out our friends over there. They got all the greatest clothing brands that you will absolutely love. Just a couple to name. You got Southern Fried Cotton, Simply Southern, Drake Waterfowl, and all others to get you covered from head to toe. So y'all go check out Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Also, MPM Marketing. MPM Marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Tanya, yeah, you got a Racing Jason hat on tonight, Jason. Golly. Go check out Tanya over at MPM Marketing, ladies and gentlemen. She knows everything that you need to know for in the racing world. Every face you need to be in front of, there you go. We got it now. Every face that you need to be in front of, everyone that you need to put your face in front of, she knows them and has that connection. And that's what you got to have in this racing game is connections. Also, second to none social media, design, all that fun stuff. Go check out www.marketwithmpm.com. Get signed up today. Also, Fresh Chef, if you're in the Race City area, go check out Fresh Chef. They got you covered for all your food and drink specials, everything you love. Go check them out. I got so many locations up there and just some of the best food ever. Fresh Chef. All righty. So, guess we got some dirt stuff to talk about.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Dave.
Yo.
The War 100 is paying $100,000 to win this year. You get paid. What was? I thought about this. I thought about this yesterday. The Chili Bowl. It's all about the driller. You get paid $5,000 to win. Nobody cares about the money.
They did up it a little bit finally, didn't they? Didn't they up it to like 7,500?
Yeah, 7,500. Yeah, 7,500.
I hear everybody I've ever heard that's gone there. Derek McGrew Jr. went there one time. I think. I don't know if he ran. Did he run the Chili Bowl or did he run the what you call it?
Shootout.
Yeah, the shootout. I don't remember. Derek, let me know. Everybody I've ever known that goes there to run competitive says you're gonna spend at least $20,000 to $30,000 with all the cars that you take and all that stuff, and it's ridiculous.
Wow! But it's all about the driller.
Oh yeah, it's all about the driller.
You get paid $10,000 to win for the War 100. It's all about the glow, baby. Nobody cares about the money, but they're paying $100,000 to win this year. What you think about that?
I think it's awesome. I think it needed to be. Personally, it's one of the most. You don't? It's one of the most prestigious races in dirt late model racing.
Well, you still got the dream, Dave. That pays
You
over
still,
$100,000.
yes, you still have the dream. Yes, you are.
But it's all about the globe, baby. It's all about the
It
globe.
is all
Nobody
about the
cares
globe.
money, bro.
Dude, when they were paying $20,000 to win, people were still there. But hey, Tony Stewart's doing pretty daggone good at the track. So he's like, hey, why not put some more money into it for these guys? What is it? What's the money hurting?
Nothing. I'm just old school. You don't need to do it, but okay, I get it. You get paid $10,000 to win the World 100. You still have 100 cars.
Oh yes,
Just saying.
yes, you would. But I would rather him, and I don't know what the whole purse setup is. I mean, personally, I would rather, let's just distribute more money through the field. But I mean, I'd like to see the purse set up, see exactly how it is done. So
it's got to be at least 5,000 to start. What do you think?
I would hope.
Yeah. It's got to be at least 5,000 to start. It's all about the glue, baby.
Kirk
You
said-
ain't gotta
Kirk-
do it, Tony, but
Kirk just said, I think the best part about the world is the money finally matches the prestige.
you don't need to. Well, okay, you don't need to do it, but okay, I get it. I do. I'm not bashing it. You don't need to do it, but okay.
Does the Daytona 500 need to pay the most of any NASCAR race?
Yes.
Then what's different?
Oh my goodness, it's hard to explain.
And it does.
Because in our world, Dave, that is our Daytona 500.
Yes. So it needs to pay the most.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not mad. Hey, look. Well, it don't pay the most though. That's the thing. It don't pay the most. The dream.
No, it don't pay the most. It don't pay the most. I'm saying it needs to, in my opinion.
It needs to.
I think it does.
Okay.
I think that needs to be the. You might think I'm crazy, but I think that needs to be the $500,000 race to win every year.
Dang, this hit the dirt million, bro.
I don't care. I don't care. I think that needs to be that race.
Dave, this ain't Dave.
What? What would be wrong with that?
Nothing, I guess, but man, wow. Okay. Wow. Maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong. I don't know. To me, it's just prestige. I don't know.
Kirk
Yeah.
agreed with me.
Of course he does.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just
trying to
messing
say?
with y'all. Just messing with y'all, man. Dave, this doggone, I'm gonna tell you. We got another streaming service coming out, Dave. You know, the Gauntlet is coming to the Gap. What Vic Hill's putting together next month. Well, this month coming up. I'm gonna tell you, man, that's gonna be something too. The finale. If you win, okay, it's 4 nights of racing.
Yep.
If you win one night and you win Saturday night, it pays another 100,000. So you have a potential. Let's see, it's 10, 20, 20, 30. So you have a chance of winning over 100 and I guess 50,000 if you win all nights.
Yep.
So what Vic Hill is doing is going to be something else, and it's going to be on Thrill TV or something like that. So another streaming service. I might buy this just to support Vic Hill and what he's doing because I think it's pretty doggone big. And Jimmy Owens is driving his car.
Okay, let's talk about that. I wanted to, and I never saw anything. I saw Jimmy Owens driving his car. You know, the whole thing came out last week about, Kohler and stuff, all that deal. How many races he's driving his car for Vic? It didn't say. Is this a thing? I know you know. Come on now.
No, I don't. I swear to God, I do not know. Is it a one-off? I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
Kirk, that's up your
Kohler-
way. What's your insight on it, Kirk? We need to know.
I tell you, here's what I was told. That Jimmy still got a car. He still got Kohler backing. I guess Vic said, "Hey, I've been too busy prepping or promoting this doggone race and everything. Make sure it goes good. Hey, drive my car." That's what I was told. Now I don't know if it's gonna be a one-off. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know.
Sniper
Well, let's
said
just say Jimmy wins this whole thing. How about that?
Sniper said one so far. That's what they got set up.
He said, "What now?"
He said there's only one race so far. that they
Okay,
got
so it's
set
a
up.
one-off.
It's
Okay.
a one and done so far. So far.
See, I don't even know. I don't even know if Jimmy's going to hunt the front for Cole. I don't even know. I don't even
No,
know
they said he was just picking and choosing. He run the Jimmy Owens Fun Tour, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, they said his car wasn't ready. So
Who, Jimmy's?
Yeah, that's what Sniper just said. Said Jimmy's car wasn't ready.
Okay. I wonder if Jimmy's still. I guess he's still building his own chassis, right, Dave?
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Building on chassis.
Yeah, remember he drove a car that he built at Ultimate for the Sidney Langston Memorial that time.
Did he? No, I thought he was running. I thought
Well,
he
he
was
had a
running
Ford
rockets.
rocket in the one that he built.
I thought he was running rockets.
He was. He was.
That's the last I heard.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't either. Don't know. It's all quiet on that front, bro. I don't know. They must be keeping this hush.
Is it that, or is he on the back end of the days of racing?
I don't want to think about.
I don't want to think about it either,
I
but
don't want to think about it.
it's inevitable that it's going to happen to all of us. I mean, eventually, he has a new XR2. And
My bad, Dave.
there goes camera.
Yep, dropped you. My bad. So we got a new XR2. Wow. I'm gonna tell you, man. I will tell you this. There's a buzz going around, Dave. There is a buzz that a major team, probably late spring, that will be switching to an XR. And that's all I'm going to say.
Just to let you know, this has been confirmed by two people on here. He built one and junked it at Brunswick.
Okay. There you go.
He went.
All right.
He built one and done.
Wow. Okay.
I still want to know, speaking of, if anybody knows this, because I had talked to Chris Ferguson still on here. You need to let me know. Whatever happened with the jig from Bloomquist?
I've heard so many conflicting stories with that, Dave. Am I allowed to say what I've heard?
Oh, you are. I mean, yeah, you can say what you've heard. I mean,
Okay. I heard Ricky Weiss went in there after the Bloomquist incident tragedy, and he bought that thing dirt cheap. All right. Then I heard was it Barry Riots. Then I heard it was Sweet Manufacturing. Then I heard Shane McDowell's got it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I do know this though. I give you this little tidbit. This is documented. The Longhorn house car modified jig is Resource and has it now. He's building up there in Minnesota.
yes.
So
yes.
yeah,
I knew that.
I do know that. But this doggone Bloomquist jig, bro, I've heard so many stories. I don't know what to believe.
What I was, like I said, me and okay, it's back in Mooresburg now. Because that's what I heard. Kurt said it was at Barry Wright's for a while. Then they came and got it, and it's back in Mooresburg.
Wow. So it makes sense now. So you think it makes sense to me now that Tom Murrow is running Ward of Outlaws now because he's in a Shane McDowell car. You think that came off the jig?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Is that why he's running Ward of Outlaws? I mean, this guy's got the whole deck of cards stacked against him. You know, ain't been raced. The first time he's raced it.
I know Chris Ferguson told me this was last year. We talked about it. He was the one that was supposed to go. He was supposed to take it to Berries. And that was supposed to happen actually before Scott died. They were going to do some stuff together is what Chris told me. And then all of a sudden that happened, and then I didn't hear after that. So, but I would love for Shane to be doing something with it. That's who I thought, if could get something together, because they know that car inside and out.
It can go in better hands.
Yeah, and
it'd be home.
I hope they start doing something with it. I mean, obviously, I know it needs to be updated, from what it was. Kirk says Scott delivered it himself to Berries the week he died. So, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But I'd love to see a Bloomquist chassis or of some sort,
I will be getting a Tom Morrow t-shirt. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah. Faux show. All right. You've been asked on here. Everybody wants to know what you thought about, wants to know everything you knew off of, or everything you thought about Ocala or, Bubba down there.
Put a fork in it.
Put a fork in it. It's done.
Fill it full of water. Let's go fishing.
God, Kyle Petty.
Yeah, there you go. That's right, Darlington. Treat it like Darlington. That's right, Kyle. That's right. after what Bubba Love Sponge SquarePants said about, that's why I got that right there, man. You see that right there? That's why that's sitting there. That's why that's sitting there right there. You mean to tell me?
What did he say? I didn't hear this. I didn't hear this. What did he say?
He basically said that, Rigsby sold out the flow, so he really can't. Okay, on the drive, I don't watch the drive homes, Dave. Number one, I keep forgetting about it. Number two, after the race, I'm usually going to bed.
That's right.
So I don't really get to watch the drive homes. Rigsby and Ben Shelton and Dustin Jarrett, Kevin Kovac. Anyway, so Rigsby basically said, "Hey, man, I've always been, I have my honest opinion about any racetrack, anything on the drive home. Can I just, discuss my feelings about everything?" Oh, Bubba Love Sponge SquarePants says, "Well, you sold out the doggone Flow Racing. You can't really say what you want to say now. You basically censored." Dave, that's what I love about you, man, because you don't care. You will say what you want, what you want to say, because you bashed. Not really bashed, but you wanted that doggone promoter that that didn't pay. You wanted him on your show. You said, "Come on my show."
Yeah, exactly.
You said, "Come on my show. Let's talk about it."
They wouldn't let him call from jail.
Is he still locked up, by the way?
I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue.
I don't either. But Dave, so he basically saying, "Well, you sold out, man. You really can't say what you want to say." Well, I tell you what. Tune in tomorrow night, Ripping the Lip. I will speak for Margot Rigsby. The place is a dump. I'm not gonna say a dump, but Dave, Thursday night you have a 30-minute track prep. Okay, there was an emergency in the infield. Okay, I get it. Ambulance was called the infield. 30 minutes of track prep. They prepped the track for 30 minutes, Dave. It was rubbered up, one lane locked down. So you trying to tell me, won't you put a better product out there before you can't take the criticism? Well, put a better product out there, bruh. Oh, you went to tomorrow night, man. It's gonna be fun. I cannot wait. I got Rigsby's autograph. I got Spa, DJ. Yeah, tune in tomorrow night, buddy. I'll tell Bubba Love Sponge SquarePants to his face what I think about that doggone dump. How about that?
Yeah, but what's so bad is looking at that track and how unique that track is, because it is a unique track.
Okay.
I feel like it has potential.
Okay.
It needs work. It needs work for sure. But, I mean, yes, I'm not going into all that because, yes, you were 100% right about that. I don't That dude thinks his opinion matters for some reason because he has a radio show. And he's been like that forever. And, you know, his good friend Hulk Hogan and all that stuff.
Oh man, let me tell you something. This is fun. This just came out like late last year. Me and Dawn, I'm not gonna tell you who told me. Me and Dawn were sitting around a campfire at the World Finals, and this crew guy hung out with us for a little while that night. And he came up there and he sat there and he told me that whole story, and I just blew me away. Wow. You know, and I kept that doggone secret this whole time until he finally came out late last year and said, "Oh yeah, you know, Hulk Hogan, you know, he banged my wife." Like, what? It was on video. What? Yeah. So, Bubba Love Sponge, you got a lot going on, bro. Once you fix your racetrack first, and then we get to talk about the other stuff. How about that?
Yep.
What a better product out there than you had. We wouldn't be having this discussion.
And what's bad, where that track is located, and like we were talking about earlier when we were talking about East Bay, that track isn't very far from East Bay area. You could take and put some really good dirt on that track, kind of like, you know, what is at East Bay. And
I didn't think about that.
if you got somebody that knows how to work it, obviously that's your biggest problem. I think the track, as unique as it is, I think it could put on some good racing, but it needs some major upgrades.
I don't know what they got going on, because you know they had the guy Penrod, the guy from Eldora, was helping prep the doggone track down there, man.
Yeah, but when you ain't got good dirt to work with, then it don't matter what you got. I mean, you know this as well as I do, and I'm not talking junk about them. I know they kind of got thrown under the bus here last week. I mean, for other reasons, but let's say Sumter used to rubber up really bad. They've put different dirt on it, and everybody says it races way better now. You were over there last year. Mm-hmm. That's
doggone good show. Mm-hmm.
And I don't care who you are, if you ain't got something good to work with, it ain't gonna do you no good.
Exactly, you're right.
I mean, that's just like Charlotte. Look how many years it took them to finally put some decent dirt on it, and we're hoping it stays.
And they fixed that freaking hole in 1 and 2. Oh my, that was the best, bro. That was awesome.
I know.
They took a problem, Dave. Do you know about this? They did a soil sample. They went to the hole in 1 and 2, took a soil sample, and said, "This is what you guys need to do." And doggone it, he did it. And look at it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, Bubba, I don't know what you can do, bro. Maybe tear it down and rebuild. I don't know. But, brother, I'm fixing to bury you tomorrow night, son. I promise you that, square pants.
See, I was wondering, and I mean, I didn't keep up with it enough, but, you know, because it used to be called Bubba Raceway Park, and all of a sudden now it's back to Ocala. Did he sell part of it? And he just...
I don't know. You know, it's so funny. After all this doggo stuff that came out with him and stuff, he changed the name. I don't know, Dave.
That's what I think. I think he sold off part of it. He probably not full owner of it anymore.
Yeah. Because she divorced him, right? She probably broke his ass.
So. Probably so. So, anyway, what else you got?
Dave, really, I don't have any good notes for this week, man. I really don't. Blue Ridge Racing Carolina Speedway Friday night. It's gonna be stacked. They got 20 guys already signed up, ready to go.
Nice.
So yeah, Blue Ridge. Southern All Stars will be at Penton on Flow. Let me tell you, Penton is sneaky good. Shout out Dune. Dune gave me a shout out Friday night on the broadcast. Penton's a good track too, man. That's a racy little place down there in Alabama. Cool. Yeah, so they beat the Southern All Stars beat there Friday night. But that's all I really got, Dave. I really ain't got no good notes this week, bro.
Yeah, it's been He said Hogan left him $20 million. Wouldn't surprise me.
Look, I'm not gonna go in full detail, Dave. But I got all the speedway. I got the whole problem solved.
Got the problem solved.
Yep, the whole problem is solved. Tune in tomorrow night, bud. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
There you go.
If you're not working on what you need to do is work on your truck, listen to the rip of the lip.
That's what I need to do. That is exactly what I need to do. I need to do that. I need to work on my wife's car. I need to.
Uh-oh, what's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong. Well, She'll love that I put this out here.
Oh, never mind. Don't
She,
get in trouble now, babe.
No. This has been a while now. She, her car's got black wheels on it. It's a 2024. We bought it brand new. Mitsubishi Outlander SUV. She curb rashed the mess out of the right front on it. And then right after she curb rashed it, she somehow hit a hole and it like bent the rim a little bit. And it's right on the lip. And so it slowly leaks air around the lip of the tire. It blew
You
the
only
tire.
had one flat tire. You stuck in the road to almost.
That
3
was
o'clock in the
that was
morning.
when that happened.
Oh, Dave.
So I finally bought another wheel for it. And so I need to put it on. I need to put brake pads on it. She drives for this is 2024 and it's almost got 60,000 miles on it already. Yeah. She said, "Stop telling my business." That's what she just put on the.
I would you have told you. But how many races? She must go to a lot of races too, huh? 60,000 miles.
Yeah, I wish. She thinks she racing.
Oh, slide it. Well, that's all I really got, Dave. Right here, baby. I got your whole speed weeks right here solved. The problem is solved right here, bud.
Good deal. Everybody tune in to said somebody gonna be in the doghouse. That's what Kurt
On the couch, Dave. On the
couch.
couch.
On the couch.
On the couch.
Well, good deal. All right. Well, it's been been a good first show here on she says she races better than I do. That's what she said.
Well, put her in the truck, Dave.
I know, right?
Yeah, get her a Bandolero. There you go, right?
Yeah. But I appreciate everybody. Appreciate Steve Zacharias coming to hang out with us.
Oh, Dave, one more thing, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Dave.
Yes, sir.
I forgot.
Yes, sir.
Chase Pistone passed away, bro.
Yes, I meant to talk about that. Chase Pistone did pass away. Big in the late model world around here. Done a lot in legend cars, late models, stuff like that. I will say this: if you're having those bad feelings, talk to somebody. That's what I will say. Anybody out there, there are hotlines that will be glad to talk to you, and I promise you, anybody here you reach out to anybody here, we'll be happy to talk to you too. I know he had unfortunately, I ain't trying to talk bad about him by no means. I know he had a lot of issues going on in the last year, and so apparently it all just got to him eventually, and I hate that. Comes from a good family, a lot of hard racers in that family, and he was one of them for sure. So definitely be praying for the Pistone family. So
Amen.
But anyway, well, man, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate everybody listening in tonight, hanging out with us here on Ultra Broadcasting. Now, if you're not a subscriber, go check them out. Go drop a subscription. I know there's so many platforms out there now. We talked about that last week, but like we said earlier, there's a ton of racing going to be on Ultra Broadcasting this year. Ton of racing, ton of good shows. You got On Tap. You got, oh God, what's the name? That's what she said. You got Noble with Alan Dietz.
Noble.
And everything, Florence Motor Speedway, Lakeview Motor Speedway, and where else were we at? Was it
Southern?
Yep, Southern National to catch this week on and so many more. I got the UARA stuff, Auburndale. I have to get a whole list of tracks here for sure, because they definitely added on over the winter, and it's going to be a season full of racing on Ultra Broadcasting. So everybody tune in, go drop a subscription. We appreciate it. Let them know that you enjoy watching this show. It'd really help us out for sure. Just to let everybody know that, their time and effort and putting us on there is worth it. So everybody go follow them on Facebook at least and drop a little comment for us. Let them know you enjoy listening to us. So, but anyway, appreciate you, Jason, coming on. As always, brother.
Appreciate you, Dave.
And we will be talking to everybody next week, hopefully. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good week.
All right, everybody, still here on the video part. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Been a lot of fun, as always. Glad to be on Ultra Broadcasting now. So y'all be sure to tune back in next week. And we'll be talking with you. Y'all have a good one.